Stop wasting money on things that are secretly keeping you broke.
Yeah, I'm serious. You think you're just buying a little treat here and there, but in reality, you're digging a hole in your wallet, one receipt at a time. Here's the truth. It's not always about how much money you make, it's about how much you keep. And if you keep throwing cash on these 7 money traps, you'll never build real wealth. But here's the good news. Cut them out, and suddenly you'll have way more cash every single month without even changing your lifestyle. Stick with me until the end because number 7 is the one almost everyone is guilty of, and it's the fastest way to stay broke forever. But before we jump into the list, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. Why? Because here on Mr. Coin Explains, I don't just tell you to save pennies, I show you how to flip the system so your money actually works for you. And trust me, you don't want to miss the next tricks I've got lined up. Let's start with the big one, a brand new car. The moment you drive it out of the dealership, boom, it loses 10% of its value. By year 3, you've lost about 60%. That's not a car, that's a financial black hole with wheels. Now, don't get me wrong, cars are useful, but unless you're using it to make money, buying brand new is basically saying, here, take my hard-earned cash and set it on fire. Here's the smarter play. Buy a solid used car and invest the difference. That money could grow, pay you back, and then buy you the shiny car later without wrecking your bank account today. And here's the kicker. The rich don't care about impressing people at the traffic light with the latest model, they care about freedom. Meanwhile, broke people, they're flexing a car payment so heavy it crushes their dreams. Don't fall into that trap. Next up, souvenirs. You know those little shot glasses, magnets, or keychains you grab on every trip? Yeah, they don't just collect dust, they collect your money too. Look, traveling is about experiences, flights, food, memories with people you care about. That's worth every dollar. But that mini Eiffel Tower you bought in Paris, in 2 weeks, it's just another thing cluttering your shelf and your wallet.
Here's a better idea. Keep a travel journal, tape photos, even start a vlog. Those memories last forever, and they don't eat up your living space.
Trust me, when you look back, it won't be the souvenir that brings you joy, it'll be the story behind the trip. So remember, buy the adventure, not the junk. Tech upgrades you don't need. All right, let's talk about constant tech upgrades. New phone comes out, boom, you want it. New smartwatch, boom, you want that too. But here's the truth. Upgrading every year is just a sneaky way of donating your money to Apple or Samsung. Think about it. The first time you bought that gadget, sure, it made you happy, maybe even healthier. But the second upgrade, that gave you, what? An extra 5% boost in happiness? Meanwhile, your bank account took a 100% hit. Here's the deal. If your phone still works, you don't need the latest one. Use that extra cash to buy experiences, invest, or build something that actually grows. Because in the end, nobody gets rich by flexing the newest iPhone. They get rich by keeping their money long enough to multiply it.
Sales and discount traps, the biggest trap in the shopping world. There's a huge difference between buying something on sale and buying something because it's on sale. Here's how it works. The store flashes 30% off in giant red letters, and suddenly your brain goes, wow, I'm saving money. But in reality, you're not saving $60, you're spending $140 you weren't planning to spend. It's a psychological trick. These billion-dollar companies don't give discounts to make you rich. They give discounts to trick you into buying stuff you didn't even want. So next time you see that limited time offer, ask yourself, would I buy this at full price? If the answer is no, then the deal isn't saving you money, it's just draining your wallet.
All right, number 5, fast fashion. You know those cheap shirts and trendy outfits that look good for like 2 washes? Yeah, that's not fashion, that's financial sabotage. Here's the problem. You think you're saving money buying that $15 shirt, but 6 months later, it's falling apart, out of style, and you're back at the store spending again. Meanwhile, your closet's full, but somehow you still feel like you have nothing to wear. Rich people don't waste money chasing every new trend. They go for quality over quantity. One solid jacket that lasts 5 years is way cheaper and smarter than 10 cheap ones that fall apart in a season. So, stop filling your closet with clothes that break faster than your New Year's resolutions. Buy less, buy better, and let your money stay where it belongs, working for you.
Number 6.
Investing in things you don't understand. This one is dangerous. A lot of people throw money into crypto, stocks, or some hot opportunity just because a friend or influencer said so. Here's the problem. If you don't understand where your money is going, you're not investing, you're gambling. And casinos are designed for one thing: to take your money. Look, you don't need to be a financial genius, but you should at least know the basics of where your cash is parked. Is it ethical? Does it fit your goals? Do you even know how it makes money? Because here's the truth. Nobody will ever care about your money more than you do. So before you hand it over to the next sure thing, invest in the best asset first: your own knowledge. And finally, number 7, high maintenance spending. I'm talking about nails, hair, constant beauty treatments, fancy upgrades for things that don't actually change your life. Here's the issue. It's not just the money, it's the time. When you're sitting for 2 hours getting your nails done, you're not working, you're not building, you're not learning, you're just paying twice, once with cash and once with your life. Now, don't get me wrong, self-care is important, but wasting money and hours on stuff that doesn't bring real joy or growth, that's not self-care, that's self-sabotage. So ask yourself, is this really making me happier? Or is it just another bill disguised as a luxury? So there you have it, 7 things you need to stop buying if you actually want to build wealth. Let's do a quick recap. Brand new cars that lose value the second you drive them, souvenirs and travel junk that only collect dust, constant tech upgrades you don't need, sales and discount traps that trick your brain, fast fashion that empties your wallet and clutters your closet, investments you don't understand, high maintenance spending that drains both money and time. Here's the truth. Wealth isn't just about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and how smart you use it. Every dollar you don't waste is a soldier that can go fight for your financial freedom. Now tell me in the comments, which one of these 7 are you guilty of? Be honest, I bet at least one hit you hard. And if this video opened your eyes, don't just click away. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and share this with a friend who's always broke but somehow has the latest iPhone. Because remember, money doesn't slip away in big chunks. It leaks out in small habits. And the sooner you plug those leaks, the faster you build the life you actually deserve.